Redo You, the podcast that teaches you tools and strategies so you can build the confidence to rediscover and reinvent yourself. With me, Emma Hull, your favorite life coach. Each week, I'll introduce a concept that you can implement right away so you can live your most authentic life. Let's get started. Hi, beautiful. Welcome back to Story Time with Emma, where I'm reading chapters from my book, Your Goddess Era, a step-by-step guide to reinvention. Folks have been asking for an audiobook version, so I decided to deliver it here in my podcast for you. If you haven't already, go back and listen to the other chapters. If you're up to date and you've been doing your homework, let's dive into chapter 9, where we talk about your best date ever. True and unconditional love means accepting someone just as they are and expecting nothing in return. It is the purest, most beautiful form of love. And it starts with you learning to love yourself. At least once a year, and ideally at least once a month, take yourself on a date. Treat yourself with all the care and attention you deserve. Cultivate unconditional self-love and enjoy basking in its glory. When you date yourself, you get to spend time really getting to know yourself intentionally. Although you spend 100% of your time with you, how often do you stop to think about the things you like and why you like them? By spending quality time in your own company, you develop deep-rooted security and self-confidence because you know you can provide everything you need. When you see you can give yourself everything you need, you are less likely to depend on others for your happiness. Dating yourself is a beautiful gift to you and others. You learn how to give and receive unconditional love, which translates to your relationships with others. The more you love yourself, the more readily you can receive love without questioning it. No more doubting love and pushing it away. Instead, you receive it with an open heart and feel that others will give their love to you more openly. Because you know your own self-love is limitless, you give love to others without an agenda, not expecting anything in return. Dating yourself is a celebration of your independence and self-worth. It doesn't mean you don't want love from others, but it does mean that you don't need love from others. Your biggest obstacle will be you, which is perfect because you have complete control over your thoughts and behaviors. You're already thinking about feeling foolish, being embarrassed that others are judging you, am I right? That's completely normal. Media and marketing over the years have done a great job of brainwashing you to believe you need to be in a couple or with a group of friends. Honestly, when my clients do this exercise, they think they're going to feel awkward, but they end up feeling like a total badass. Anna's first date with herself was lunch at a local pho restaurant, inspired by the idea of mindful eating that we'd explored in an earlier session. It took her a couple of weeks to go on her date. She kept putting it off with manufactured busyness until one day she stopped procrastinating and made it happen. She took a book with her to read in case she felt embarrassed, but ended up not needing to hide behind the pages because she was enjoying herself so much. Anna told me how liberating her lunch date was, not having to worry about making small talk or if the other person was enjoying themselves. Instead, she got to go where she wanted, sit where she wanted, and take as much time as she wanted. None of the other diners made any comments or stared at her, and the server didn't blink an eye at her dining solo. All of Anna's fears floated away as she savored the delicious soup and an hour alone with her thoughts. Don't let fear of judgment stop you from reaping the reward of joy and confidence. Where would you like to go on your first date? Take some time to think about the activities you enjoy most, not what your kids, your partner, or your friends like doing. This is all about you. Perhaps you love spicy or vegetarian food and never get to have it because you're always outvoted. Maybe you love hiking and haven't been for ages. Your date could be at home, or it could involve going out. It might be expensive or completely free. Here are a few ideas to get you thinking. Go for a picnic in the park. Get dressed up and go to a restaurant. Watch a movie at the cinema complete with popcorn and ice cream. Find a local stable and go horseback riding. Cook yourself a delicious 3-course dinner. Spend the day at the zoo, a museum, or art gallery. Go see a band play live, or take yourself away to a hotel for the night. Feeling indulgent? Why not take yourself out on a whole day date? Wake up without an alarm, sip coffee on the couch in your PJs, have a good long soak in the bath listening to an audiobook, get dressed and make a delicious brunch, go for a walk, have fun bargain hunting in thrift stores, stop at a favorite cafe for a sweet treat, catch a movie, treat yourself to dinner out, head to a bar for a mocktail, and finally curl up in bed with a sleep meditation. Once you've figured out what you want to do on your date and decided how long it will be, it's time to plan it out as meticulously as you would a date with someone you want to really impress. Pay attention to the details and have a backup plan for any unforeseen circumstances. Make sure the art gallery is open on the day you plan to visit. Have an indoor alternative if you don't want to be outside in the rain. Check if you need a reservation for dinner. Put your date in your calendar and make it non-negotiable. This is not one of those commitments you put off because you need to work late or do the laundry. When the day arrives, your date will be amazing because you will treat yourself so well. Put your phone away and focus on being present by experiencing your date with all 5 senses. Ask yourself questions about the things going on around you. Pay attention to how you feel and make changes to be comfortable. If the table is too cold, ask your server to move you. If you are rushing, slow down. And if you want to pause on your hike to lie down in the wildflowers, go for it. Lavish compliments upon yourself and smile as you receive them. If something doesn't go to plan, be kind to yourself. Laugh it off. Move on with good grace. Be your best date ever. No matter what you decide to do on your date, make it perfect for you. Forget about what you should enjoy and give yourself over to your date with abandon. This exercise is as much about breaking down barriers and stereotypes as it is about you declaring undying love for yourself. All right, my beautiful goddess, your homework is to plan a date with yourself, put it in your schedule, and make it a commitment. I know you won't stand yourself up or cancel with some lame excuse. In your journal, plan out your date, when you'll do it, what you'll do, and why you've chosen those activities. When you take the time, care, and attention to figure out what you really enjoy and give yourself permission to delight in your company, it elevates your interactions with others. Your energy will vibrate at a much higher frequency as your joyful inner goddess shines her light on the world. Self-love is the key to unconditional and abundant love. Grab your copy of Your Goddess Era Step-by-Step Guide to Reinvention, and it has in there the journal prompts to help you get even more out of this exercise. And I will see you next time for Chapter 10, Stop sabotaging yourself.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Redo You podcast. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review, and tell a friend, because together we rise even higher. See you next Friday.